What's going on, guys? Out here with Weston on Watauga Lake right now. In the boat. Man, it's been a while. I got a hole in my boat probably August of 2019, and it is January of 2020. Starting off the year in the boat. I can't be more excited to get out here, catch some bass with my boy. We'll see you at our first spot. Alright, we made it to our first spot. Boat's soaking wet. Jeez. Putting it on here. Big old 10-inch grit. TV speed.
Dude, that was huge. It's literally like splashing over the side of the
We have made it to our second spot. It is a little bit calmer, but just right out there is the windbreak. And man, we are soaked. He had to lay on the floor because we were about to die. My face is numb, I can't even move my lips. But yeah, hopefully we can crank some up right here and get a fish catch on camera. Woo! Yeah. Camera time. What's up, guys? Me and Weston got off the water after a long freezing ride to the boat ramp. Waves spraying in our face, wind blowing through our hair. It sounds like a movie scene, but it was freezing cold. It was about 30 degrees, wind just screaming, wind burn everywhere. It was bad, but it was good being out on the water. Got to see some pretty views and just enjoy being out on the water again after being out for about 5 months now. And so I'm just gonna go over what me and Weston threw today. I started out with a Spro Rock Crawler. This is a really good bait for the winter time for me. This is in Molten Crawl. I catch a lot on that this time of year. It's really good. Throwing it really tight up against the bank for those fish that are on those windbreaks and just rock bluffs. I like to cast it straight down the bank and reel it as fast as I can. Because in the winter, they're not gonna chase it, so I'm gonna bring it by them and not let them think about whether they should eat it or not, because if you get it by them real quick, they're just gonna snap at it real quick instead of having to think about it if you're just slow rolling it. Next bait I got here is a Vision 110 Plus One. This is a really good bait for the fisheries around here. It produces this time of year. Today is just a little bit windy at the spots that I like to throw it at. It's probably the windiest I've ever seen the lake, to be honest. We were hitting 4-foot waves, going like 4 foot out of the air. It was pretty crazy. Next bait I got here is a little Kitech on a little 1/4 ounce head. This thing, if you fish East Tennessee in the winter, spring, you need one of these tied on. It just straight catches them. You catch big ones, small ones, lots of numbers. Looks exactly like the shad. Just a nice bait overall. I throw this on a 7-foot medium heavy with about 10-pound, 8-pound line, and just slow roll it on a slow reel. Next rod we got here is my Damiki rod, or drop bait rod. I got a 1/4 ounce head here with a Damiki Armor Shad, and I think this is like electric blue and chartreuse or something. But in East Tennessee, they like that color a lot. Like a real chartreuse, bright color, them smallmouth do. But I got a few bites on it today. The fish were just coming up to it and hitting it, but they weren't really eating it good. So it was pretty tough today, figuring out whether they were real deep or suspended up in the water column. Camera just fell, had to put it back up. But last but not least, my favorite rod and reel right here to throw a jig on. This is a little finesse jig with a Bandito bug on the back, a Bandito bug by Guggen. All year you can catch them on this thing. I think it's a 3/8 ounce, and then I use a 1/2 ounce too if I'm wanting to get a little bit deeper. My favorite colors are peanut butter jelly and black and blue, if the water's a little bit stained. But I throw that on about 20-pound K9 fluorocarbon. It does really good for my tough hook sets from frog fishing all spring and summer. So those were all the baits we used today. You know, we had a tough day, but it was just good being out in God's creation, enjoying his beautiful scenery and things he gave us to enjoy. And, you know, it was just fun being out there with a friend after trout fishing the river for a while and bank fishing for a while. It just felt good to get back in the boat and get at it. Hopefully we can get on some fish next time, guys. Like and subscribe, and if you learned something, give me a thumbs up, and peace.